What's up, guys? It is your boy Scott from King Queen Cichlids bringing you another video. It's going to be a raw video. It's going to be my reaction video to last night's critique of photos that I entered into the photo contest. Out of respect for other photographers and their works, I'm not going to show their pieces. But Chris from Multi-Tank Addictions, who went into the photo contest with me, has allowed me to show the critique of his pictures as well. Anyway, NEC is an event I've talked about for years. Listen, I go every year. We didn't go last year because of COVID, and this year they're having an actual virtual convention, so great on them. And they're having their photo contest as they do every year. Every year, before the photo contest results come in, a judge is shown the work and gives his critique on it. You can come listen to what he has to say, and that's what took place last night. We had a Google chat room, and the judge, whose names escaped me, I'll get that, is Tony something, world-renowned fish photographer pioneer, has been in the hobby ages, and has certainly moved the hobby and the art of fish photography forward many generations. So he was the judge, and I have to tell you, they do tell you to be prepared for constructive criticism, and I believe what happened last night borders on going a bit overboard. You will see some of it. Chris' pictures, my pictures, we were in the same classes, and let you hear the critiques on them. Again, in about 4 hours, there's going to be a banquet, virtual banquet, don't know how that's going to work, and they're going to give everyone the top 3 places of each category. Fingers crossed Chris or I get something. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to play, and I'm going to pause whenever I want to talk about something and give you my honest thoughts. This probably is a little bit taboo because I have great friends at NEC, and I don't want them to be mad at me for giving you my reaction to the critiques. However, if I'm supposed to be able to listen to the critiques constructively, then I'm hoping that other people watching this video will listen to my critiques constructively as well, right? Fair is fair. All right, let's get it started, and here we go, and I'll pause whenever I feel like talking about something.
Yeah, I'll start. So we have, so welcome everyone. This is the photo review of the photography competition.
I gotta stop it. The guy talking right now is Richard Pierce. I've known him for a long time. Honest, great guy, great integrity. This guy's been president of the NEC this guy's been every role at the NEC that you can think of, and is helping moderate the photo contest. Great guy. The guy even reached out to me and helped me with my fish entries because I had them all screwed up. So I just want to make sure everyone knows Richard Pierce and the other guy, David Banks, 2 great gentlemen, lots of integrity, love them a lot, and great fish people. Stop talking, Scott.
Hang on a second. So I'm going to go through what each, we're going to do them class by class. We have 6 classes altogether. We'll go through the class, and Tony hasn't seen any of these pictures. Tony's our judge tonight. He's going to he'll give a brief comment on the photo, what he likes about it, or something, things that he doesn't like. For example, I know Tony doesn't like to see the corners of an aquarium, for example, or the filter or something like that in a fish photo. So he'll comment, and these are hopefully constructive comments.
Now, did you hear what he said? He said hopefully constructive comments. Again, Richard Pierce, great man, lots of integrity, cares about the hobby. And I thought it was, as we go forward, we're going to remember that he said hopefully constructive criticism. It's going to be up to you guys to think if it was constructive or not.
We'll go through the classes. So there's first 2 classes. Classes 1 and 2 are for, call it single fish identification. So either a picture of a single fish, or fish ID would be a fish sideways, so you see all the features of a fish, for example. And then we have the advanced class and the open class. Open class, anyone's allowed to submit up to 3 entries in. And then if you're a more advanced photographer, if you've won a first in the open class before, if you sold photos, if you've if you're an experienced photographer, then you can enter into the open class, which should be better pictures overall. That's classes 1 and 2. Classes 3 and 4 are group photos or aquarium life photos. So photos showing behavior, photos showing the overall aquarium, generally photos showing multiple fish. Class 5 is NEC people and events. So this is photographs of people at NEC events, often the club meetings or the convention. And these are less fussy because a lot of these are more snapshot type pictures.
Hey, Richard, is the classes going by the numbers? All I can see is class 1. Reading.
No.
I thought you were reading underneath it. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just, and then class 6 is the ponds and water gardens class. So we're starting with class 1.
All right, we're gonna move to Chris's first shot. And this is class 2. This is the open class to anyone.
All right, see, ready?
This is what I call a soft image. And with cichlids and stuff, it's too bad that the upper dorsal fin and the caudal is gone from the left side of the image. It would be nice if I could add if I could have moved a little bit further over when I took the picture. It doesn't. Yeah, I'm having trouble with the highlight in that rock above the red devil's head. It should be calmed down. And it doesn't seem to have any contrast or snap to it. It seems slightly, for lack of a better word, slightly dull as far as the image is concerned.
So I want to pause it. Now I know this is my friend Chris, and I'm not picking a fight because he's my friend. What I'm saying is that this is an open class for any level photographer, including beginner, and I didn't hear one positive thing in that critique at all. Now, Tony doesn't know that Chris is an amateur photographer. This is his first try at photography. This is his first try in a contest. But I believe that Tony should be aware that it's an open class. Say something positive, even if it's something as simple as, good try. I can see where you were kind of going. There's a certain way you can speak and critique stuff without making someone feel bad. And I feel like this particular critique and the ones coming forward made my friend Chris feel bad because he's never entered a contest like this before. He's just getting into photography, which is what we want. And now, and I'll let him speak. We're going to have a time where Chris and I talk about this, either on the Fish Head podcast, or I'm going to get on his live stream and he'll get on mine, and we're going to talk about this. But he did say the words to me, I don't know if I'll ever enter a photo contest again. And that's definitely what we do not want. We want to encourage people to photograph their fish and their love for the hobby and share it with others, because that's contagious, and that's going to make more people get into this hobby that we love. And we need more people to get into this hobby, or else it's all going to die. So, get off my soapbox, just how I felt. I don't know Tony at all. All I know is about him. All I know is about the accomplishments he's made in his life and the things that he's done in the fish hobby, especially with photography. But I just think, especially in this particular class where it specifically says beginners to intermediate to whatever level, we should be careful about. We should at least try to make sure we say one positive comment per photo. All right, enough talk. Let's go. Next one is Chris.
On my monitor, this thing is really, really underexposed. The act for drama is destroyed by the overall lack of the exposure. It seems like I want it to be a dramatic shot, but everything is just too far set back as far as the lighting is concerned. It could also be cropped into a nice vertical to get rid of a wasted space of lines on the left side of the fish. There's that same problem again with the same, we've seen this fish before. It's just not well lit. I like the drama of the blue, but the rest of the picture under the fish and around, the only thing that's standing out is the orange across the dorsal and two green leaves. So it's not a well exposed image.
So we did get a positive there. He said he did like the blue in the fish and the orange in the dorsal fin. But again, and I agree. And I've told Chris this. I think his picture is a little dark. It needs a little more light to it. There's a way to say that and still have people listening positively with the intent to improve. I think if you say negative stuff, even his mannerisms kind of shut you off and don't let you absorb the knowledge, the great knowledge this guy has and is trying to teach to us. So again, this is my natural, raw reaction to this. But this is my channel, right? We're going to go. Let's go forward. I believe the next one's mine.
Oh, nice. These big cichlids are tough. They're as tough as the little guys. Now, here's a approach. According to my computer, this is tack sharp. This picture, this cichlid is very, very well focused. Again, the trouble is distractions. In the upper left-hand corner, that little brown branch has no use except to distract my eye from the front of the fish, as do those little tiny spots above the caudal fin. Those would be easy to make disappear, and then you'd have an absolutely amazing picture.
So, kind of a good, bad critique. He said I was, super focused, which is a good thing. He just said it was a really good photo. Again, I'm just going to tell you how I feel. I keep stopping myself. I'm going to tell you how I feel. This contest, this in particular, some of the rules said, some of the tips stated that this particular judge does not want to see filters, does not want to see corners. He does not want to see anything that's going to get him to think that these fish are in a tank. You're supposed to remove all those things. So for me, when I took this photo, this is a photo of the tank right there. There it is, the pier side right there. And I think I accomplished what I needed to do by zooming in and getting on focus, as he said. I did purposely leave stuff like the branches and the leaves behind in there because I wanted to give it that authentic aquatic look, which was some of the tips that were given to. This is supposed to be about the fish underwater and to try to make sure you're not doing anything to add, the tank look to it. So I appreciate that he liked it as much as he did. We'll see where it places, if it places at all. But again, man, he could be a little harsh sometimes. Another one of mine. I gotta stop. Anytime he has this long pause, it's not gonna go down well. It's not gonna go down well.
Here's a case where I think the fish gets lost in the background. There's so much going on between the strange different size rocks and so many.
Strange different size rocks. Again, category. Aquatic fish life. We're supposed to be showing fish in their natural state, and there's rocks, there's roots. So and again, this is my baby, so maybe that's why I'm acting as juvenile as I'm acting. But to me, you can tell me that I'm off focus, and I'll take that, and I'll learn from that. You can tell me some of the things you're telling me, but to criticize the rocks and the roots around this, I'll just keep going.
Much of them are showing, plus the root system. but I keep getting distracted from that nice picture. The cichlid is,
He said something
as far
nice.
as I
He said,
can tell
nice
from my
picture of the
monitor,
cichlid. But he
not
doesn't
quite
like the
in
rocks
focus
and the
because
roots.
I
Let me
can't
stop
see
messing.
the center of the eye.
Another one of mine. Long pause.
On my monitor, this thing is about a half a stop underexposed. If I could, I would love to lighten up the front so I could see more definition in the lips. And I would like to shift the picture a little bit more to the right or left. I find it very annoying if an image divides the frame in half.
Okay, I gotta stop him there. I would never, and this is me again, if I'm critiquing stuff, and I've been a judge at fish shows, I've done other stuff, I would never say something annoys me when critiquing anything while other people are watching. I just think that's poor taste, bad choice. Something, I found that remarkable to say that he thought it was annoying that I had my fish center straight. Let's listen to what he has to say.
The frame in half, perfectly in half, either vertically or horizontally, you'll know it. If it's just off slightly to the right or left, it's a much better, I believe it's a much better composed picture. This is a wonderful image. Could use some light underneath and above just to highlight that face, but the face is there with the right lighting, it would be a showstopper.
So again, kind words. He called it a showstopper. He said it was a great picture. He said if it was either to the right or to the left, a couple of inches, it would make a better picture. And if there was lighting up under the chin, it would make a better picture. I can take those comments home with me and be like, okay, I did crop him in pretty centered in this photo. I did it for a purpose because I thought that would give it the most dramatic look. Obviously, I'm wrong. I would love to hear your comments below. Do you think it would make a difference if it was 2 inches to the right or 2 inches to the left? I do agree that illumination on the bottom of him probably would have made this pop just a little bit more. But man, woo, this next one's going to be brutal. Mine again. Long pause.
Same. I think the exposure difference between the male above and a female below is too much to make this thing go together. One seems overexposed and one seems underexposed, and I
have to stop him right there. One seems overexposed, one seems underexposed. Okay, I can take that. This is one shot. I did not, put two fish together or anything like that. So I respectfully don't agree with that opinion, but they are in breeding colors, and the female is certainly much brighter than the male due to their spawning. Could I fix that in photo edit? Absolutely. And I take what he's saying and learn from it. But he's getting ready to talk about the plastic plants again. So here's this.
On the top, the lower caudal fin, the anal fin, and around. And the only thing I can see is the cute little plastic rings around the green plant on the left. The little round circles where you buy the plastic plant. And that could go away in a second.
He really hates plastic plants. Long pause.
I think the fish is slightly overexposed and not quite tack sharp. And again, I can see those plastic plants with the little keychains above the dorsal fin. Those would be easy to get out. That drives me crazy seeing those little links because I know it's tough to find a plant that.
And I should have let him finish. But the plastic plants drive him crazy in my photo The plastic plants drive him crazy in my photo. Is that good critique? Is that good information that's going to make me a better photographer? He was annoyed at the centering of one photo, and now the plastic plants are making him crazy.
It's tough to find a plant that you'd say in water that grows in round circles with little plastic ends.
No, buddy. What's tough is to find a plant that you can put with large cichlids that doesn't get eaten like a freaking salad bar. That's what's hard. Woosah.
And that left side, you can see more of it. I'd make that go away.
Yet another one of my photos. Here we go.
First, it's slightly soft. It's not quite in focus. And second, I think the shadows in the back could be opened up a little bit more so I can see more definition. If I'm going to see it, the fish going through a set of roots and narrows, which is a normal thing for them to do, I'd like to see some more definition behind the fish and a little more light in front of them.
So again, this is class 4, which is aquatic. Class 4 is underwater photography. They want the fish caught underwater in their natural environment. He said the focus was soft. I agree with him. I think the focus could be sharper. It's not horrible. And then he's complaining again about he doesn't like the roots that are in the photo. And he wants more depth in the shadows. Why would I put more depth in this photo to show you more stuff behind it when you've already said that things are pulling your attention away from the fish? That would be the last thing that I would think that you would recommend based on your critique so far. Here's Chris. Poor Chris.
On my monitor, this thing is just simply so underexposed, there's very little definition. It suffers from the lack of overall lighting.
So we saw like 3 photos in a row there where he didn't say anything positive. He just went directly into the negative and what he didn't like about the photo. This guy knows more about photography than I ever will. He'll be more successful when it comes to photography, specifically fish photography, than I ever will. But as a judge and as someone critiquing work, I know you can't be a snowflake. I know you gotta, be tough and listen to it and learn from it and move forward. But say one thing nice. Hey, good try, nice pose. I see where you're trying to go. Try this, but just tearing it apart was tough.
All right, that was it.
All right, now, can you shut that off? Listen, everybody who's listening, thank you for listening to me. I gave you my opinion. I hope I tried to show you other ways to look at the images. Someone else would have a different opinion. I'm trying to help you really look at your images. And I've been as honest as I know how to be. So thanks a lot for sending them. I haven't seen a selection of images like this since we started. There were some absolutely great images in here.
So first class, this is the advanced class. This is for the more experienced photographers, people who've won in photo competitions or otherwise have had more experience photographing fish. First place goes to Mo Devlin with his Amphilophus citrinalis. A very nice picture. Second place goes to myself, Richard Pierce, with a photo of a betta. And third place goes to Paul Loisel for Tenictes kuhnii, one of the new little white clouds. And this is one I haven't seen before. And there was also an honorable mention, Pterophyllum scalare, to Don Lang. Tony really had a tough call between this one and third place. Class 2, individual fish identification, the open class. This is for anyone who wants to enter this fish. Although once you've started winning in the other classes, I encourage you to move up into the advanced class. Again, some very good entries. First place, Neolamprologus ocellatus by Ira Gardner Morse. Very nice picture. Second place, Parananogromus managuense from Scott McLaughlin. This fish has a lot of character. Third place, Synacalictes pearsi from Scott McLaughlin. Mo better watch out because Scott's going to be catching up to him pretty soon. Class 3, underwater life, grouper tank photos. And this is, again, the advanced class. First place, Amphilophus citronellus by Mo Devlin. Second place, a nice group of Boraris brigitae by Guy Van Rossum. And third place, Parachromis managuensis with fry by Mo Devlin. Congratulations to all the winners. Class 4, underwater life, grouper tank photos, the open class. First place, Hemichromis species by Jess Bullock. Second place, Corydoras habrosus by Ira Gardner Morse. Third place, Puntia statea, the cherry barb, again by Jess Bullock. And an honorable mention, Parachromis managuense to Scott McLaughlin. Congratulations to all of you. Class 5, this is NEC activities, people pictures, so pictures of people from the NEC convention and various NEC clubs. I think Tony has the hardest time judging this one because they're not fish. So first place, Cobalt Guys by myself. Second place, NEC 2019 Mustache by Don Lang. And third place, Norwalk Picnic, Basil Holibus. And our last class is Pond and Water Gardens, again, an open class. First place, Victoria Amazonica by Zenon Gomorowski. Second place, Dragonfly by myself. And third place, another nice water garden pond by Basil Holibus. So I'd like to thank all the entries. If you won in any class, please send me your email me your mailing address so I can send you your awards.